So I say, oh, do you try to eat your food? No, you don't try to. You just do because you prioritize it. And you don't try and read your Bible. You just do because it's God's love letter to you.
Ray, so you're talking about going out and sharing with people and how you have, you've done this hundreds of times. I mean, I would, it seems like thousands of times, but I don't know. I mean, I've seen so many videos of you doing this, and I know you've done it far more than the videos that I've seen. Do you remember the very first time you went out and just walked up to a stranger on the street and talked to him about Jesus?
Yeah, I was a brand new Christian. I just gave out tracts. I went to the local shops, stores, people going past. I remember giving out tracts. And then I got invited to a university and I had to speak, which terrified me, but I shared the gospel. When I opened air preached for the first time, I wasn't scared. I wasn't fearful. I was mortified. That's mort contains death. I was just about dead with fear. But I did it. And the next time I did it again. Then I kind of got used to it and then I learned to control my fears. And that's what happens. As you do this a lot, you learn to control your fears. It's like anything else. When you're a little toddler, you learn to crawl. You didn't want to lie on your back for the rest of your life. You don't remember it, but God put an instinct in you to roll over and crawl. Then you stood to your feet, fell over a dozen times, bruised yourself, but you learned to walk. Then you learned to ride a bike because you wanted to. You fell off a couple of times, but you did it because you wanted to. And then when you wanted to drive a car, you applied yourself to it until it became something natural. Exactly the same applies with evangelism. Study to show yourself approved. Mm-hmm. One great key to being a Christian, if I can touch on it here, I've spoken at quite a few homeschool conferences, spoken one with 3,000 people. That was 6 families. It's like a joke. So funny. Anyway, it's so neat. You can tell homeschool kids they're always so polite and so nice and that. But I've totally forgotten what I was going to talk about. Oh, yes, reading the Word daily. That's been a key in my life. About when I first started itinerating, I began to ask churches, do you read the Bible every day? And I use these words, without fail. And I only found about 5% did. And so I began challenging Christians to read the Word daily without fail. No breakfast, no read, no feed. And when I meet a Christian, when I'm out on my bike and I got to talk to him and I find out he's a Christian, I said, you read the Bible every day without fail. And this is what they'll often say, I try to. So I say, oh, do you try to eat your food? No, you don't try to. You just do because you prioritize it. And you don't try and read your Bible. You just do because it's God's love letter to you. No Bible, no breakfast, no read, no feed. And if you do that, scriptures tell us in Psalm 1, you'll be as a tree planted by rivers of water. You'll bring forth fruit in season. Your leaf won't wither, and whatever you do will prosper in the biblical sense because you meditate on the law of God both day and night. So I've been reading the Bible every day for over 50 years without fail. I thought every Christian did that. I thought every Christian was like Job, who esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. So do that and you'll never be the same.
Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.